Pavitra ma'am.
Yes sir, சொல்லுங்க sir.
2 minutes wait பண்ணலாம் ma'am. 2 to 3 minutes.
Sir?
2 to 3 minutes wait பண்ணலாம் ma'am.
Wait பண்ணுமா sir?
2 minutes wait பண்ணலாம்.
Okay sir, no problem.
11:05 we will start. 11:05 we will start.
Okay sir. Okay sir.
Meera?
Yes sir, I'm hearing.
Exactly, you can start with 11:05 pa.
Okay sir.
Mira?
Yes, sir. Shall I start now?
Yes, proceed.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to one and all present here. A very warm welcome to regional level webinar FDP on traditional medicinal plants. Now, I would like to call our association president, Dr. I. Nias Ahmed, sir, to give welcome address and introduction.
Most respected dignitaries on the dais, praise the Lord. Good morning, one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be associated with you in this regional level seminar on traditional medicinal plant. I feel happy and fortunate enough to conduct this kind of FDP in due courses with the permission from our association. In absentia, I would like to thank our General Secretary, Dr. Venkatakrishna Rao. Under his leadership and the associateship, we are doing enormous work. In this juncture, I would like to welcome all the association members to join with us. Even today is a Sunday. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome one of our prominent association member, Dr. Pavitra, with us. Welcome, ma'am. It is my duty to introduce her in front of you. Dr. Pavitra M. She is working as assistant professor in the Department of Biotechnology, DG Vaishnava College since 2019. Ma'am has completed her PhD, her PG, Applied Microbiology in the year of 2007 in VIT University, where she completed her PSc Microbiology in the year of 2005. She is working as assistant professor in the Department of Biotechnology since 15/7/2019. Before, she was a faculty member in Arcot Sri Mahalakshmi College as head of the department. She was a teaching cum research associate in VIT University during 2008 to 2011. Ma'am has awarded with Best Teacher Award by National Agency in Ahmedabad on 16 February 2015. Ma'am has published more than 7 research papers in various reputed national and international journals. Ma'am has published 2 book chapters. We feel proud that some of the book chapters was published in association with our NGO publication. She was a resource person in 7 different colleges. She was invited as lecturer and keynote address in 4 different institutions. Ma'am has participated 4 international workshops followed by 5 national workshops. She has presented various papers in conference and seminars. The total value might be more than 20. She has some extracurricular activity. She is good in poetry writing. She was a Bharatanatyam dancer. With this short note, I feel happy to be invite Dr. Pavitra with us. Ma'am is going to enlighten us with her view on the presentation of traditional medicinal plant. I hope her presentation will enlighten us, faculty member like me. We have to guide our students. For example, PG project student to get some idea to enlighten the medicinal activity of the traditional plants. With this idea, I request her for her availability. I thank her for her availability. With this short note, we would like to start our student participation. Some of the students want to present their views on their related to medicinal plants. After the completion of their presentation, ma'am is going to enlighten us. I request Dr. Pavitra to judge the student participation and declare the best presenter award, which has to be declared at the end of the student presentation, followed by the ma'am's special presentation. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Miss Meera.
Thank you, sir. Now, instruction will be given to the participants. Kindly listen. Only 5 minutes allowed to present your paper. The participants will be called according to the slot numbers. After the presentation completed, the other participant can ask questions if you have doubts. The left out participants will be called to present your paper. Finally, when asking doubts, kindly ensure that mic is unmuted conditions. Now, participants can ready to present your paper one by one. Now I call upon Mr. Shubham from Guru Nanak Dev University. Mr. Shubham,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, you can start now.
Okay, ma'am. Is it visible? Ma'am, is it visible?
Not yet visible. For others, is it visible?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
ma'am,
It's not visible.
Yeah.
ma'am, when I click my share button, uh, it looked like only the host can share in this meeting.
Oh.
Kindly
wait,
change the
Yes,
setting.
sir. Can you guide him?
Yeah. I will check.
Yeah.
One second, I will check and let you. Please wait. Subham,
Okay, sir.
give me
Okay.
2 minutes.
No problem. Okay, sir. No problem.
Subham, now you present. Now you try. Subham, can you hear me?
Mr. Shubham, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now you can try to present.
Okay, ma'am. Now is it visible? Now is it visible, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes, Subham.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
audible.
audible. You can.
Okay,
It's
ma'am.
audible. You can start.
Please continue.
Good morning, one and all. Myself, Shubham from Guru Nanak Dev University. Today I am going to deliver my presentation on medicinal plants and its value in India. First of all, we will discuss introduction. The term medicinal plants includes various kinds of plants which are used in herbalism. The word herb has been derived from Latin word herba and old in French word herb. But nowadays, herb refers to any part of the plant like fruit, seed, stem, bark, flowers, and so on. Medicinal plants have a lots of uses. They are used as food, flavonoids, medicine, perfume, and also in certain spiritual activities as well. Plants have been used in time of ancients. Evidence exists that Unani Hakims, Indian Veds, and European cultures were using herbs for over 4,000 years as medicine. Indigenous cultures such as Rome, Egypt, Iran, Africa, America used herbs in their healing rituals, while other developed traditional medicinal systems such as Unani Hakims, Ayurveda, and Chinese medicine, in which herbal therapies were also used systematically. As rising population, inadequate supply of drugs, prohibited cost of treatment, side effects of several synthetic drugs, and development of resistance to currently used drugs for infectious diseases and development of resistance to currently used drugs, which have led to increase emphasis on the use of plant. Now we move over to our next slide. Medicinal plants are effectively used to cure a number of health related problems, or we can say that diseases. They are also free from the side effects. They are mainly helpful in curing outer as well as internal problems of our body. There are a lots of medicinal plants. We will discuss a few one by one. But our first medicinal plant is aloe vera. Aloe vera has been traditionally used to treat skin injuries like burns, cuts, insect bites, and so on. Aloe vera is also effective in digestive problems because of its anti-inflammatory property, antimicrobial property, and wound healing properties. Our next medicinal plant is tulsi. Tulsi have a lots of benefits and it is present in every home mostly because of its spiritual value. According to Hindu mythology, we believe that Tulsi is a goddess and she is one of the wife of Shri Krishna. Tulsi is helpful as natural immunity booster, act as antipyretic means reduces fever, analgesic means reduces pain, it also helpful in reduce the cold, cough, and other respiratory disorders. It also helpful in reduces stress and blood pressure. Also have anti-cancer properties. It is also good for heart health, good for diabetic patients, and so many uses of tulsi. Our next medicinal plant is neem. Neem treats acne. Neem has an anti-inflammatory property which help to reduce the acne. Neem nourishes the skin, treat fungal infection, useful in detoxification, increase immunity, act as mosquito repellent, treats wounds, and so on. Our last medicinal plants is turmeric, which is helpful to reduce the inflammation, fights free radical damage, improves immune system, helps to ease joint pain, treats and prevents cancer, guards our heart, treats our gut, also enhance our mood. There are a lots of many uses, a lots of problems like diarrhea, constipation, piles, hypertension, dysentery, low sperm count, weak penile erection, clotted tongue, menstrual disorders, bronchial asthma, leukorrhea, fevers are given by the traditional medicine practitioners very effectively. Basil, fennel, apple, mint, golden oregano, lemon are also used to eliminate the metabolic waste of our body. So they are helpful and act as a blood cleanser. Black pepper, sandalwood, safflower are also reduced.
Mr. Shubham, sir, sorry for
Yes,
the interruption. Your time is over. Can you
okay, ma'am.
complete soon?
Wait,
Yeah.
okay, ma'am. At last, I will conclude my paper. Uh, Treatment with medicinal plant is considered very safe as there is no, or we can say that minimal side effects. These remedies are in sync with nature, which is the biggest advantage. That's why herbal treatment is growing in popularity across the globe. Thanks for your kind attention. And also, I would like to thanks to the organizer for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Yeah, it's a wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Next, Miss M. Shobana, ma'am, from Mother Cassidy Gain College for Women. Shobana ma'am? Shobana ma'am, are you here? Shobana ma'am?
Miss Mira, she's not.
Oh, I'll go for the next person now. Mrs. Sheikh Asha Begum, are you ready for the presentation now?
Ma'am, I just joined. Just give me 2 minutes so that if someone else finishes, I'll make my presentation ready on screen.
Okay, okay. Next, Miss B. Sulochana from DKM College for Women. Sulochana ma'am, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, you can present now.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, only host can share this meeting. Have a message notification like only
Yeah.
host.
Yes, Slochana, wait. I have some.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir will start out. Wait for a minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Slochana, now you can proceed.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you see my page?
Yeah, can be seen.
Okay.
You can start
Good
now.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, one and all present over here. I'm Slokshna, third UG Biochemistry from DKM College Women's Autonomous Fellows. My topic is in silico antimicrobial protein identification and gene expression analysis in fiddler crab species. Fiddler crabs, which is or belongs to the Otispodia family and subfamily of Uragans. The world that is more than 150 more than fiddler crabs over there in this world. We just taken some fiddler crab belongs to the Yucca family. They are more beneficial. They have antimicrobial proteins. The antimicrobial proteins which is used for cure our disease in our entire body. So we taken some antimicrobial proteins like ecodin, banchuria, opsin, betulin, and some more like enolus, like this antimicrobial proteins to retrieve the protein from this fiddler crabs. The antimicrobial is a substance that either elements or inhibits the growth of bacteria. Antimicrobial can be categorized based on the microorganism. They are most effective against the microbial infections and microorganisms. Antibacterials are used to treat bacteria, whereas antifungals are used to treat the fungi. They can also be categorized based on how they are used microbicides or substance that kills microorganisms. Here we go. First, we retrieved NCBI, the National Center of Biotechnology Information, and we get the target protein and nucleotide sequence from the antimicrobial protein we have retrieved from this NCBI database, and scan portal site servers, which allows to scan the protein for matches against the ProSite collection of Mortify analysis. We use Mortify analysis by this server, scan ProSite server. From the result of scan ProSite, the motif region of the protein were identified, and phylogenetic analysis. Cluster V is the general purpose multiple sequence alignment program of our DNA or protein. It attempts to calculate the best match for the select sequence. MSA, method suitable for the alignment virtual any type of biological sequence. From this result of multiple sequence alignment, the polygenic analysis of protein were predicted. Functional analysis, we just go for the tool ProtParam and GOT. ProtParam is the tool which allows computing of various physical and chemical parameters for a given protein stored in SwissProt or TREMBL or for user enter protein sequence. The compute parameter using the molecular weight, theoretical PI, amino acid consumption, atomic consumption, extinction coefficient, estimated half-life, and instability index. And some of this. GOR predicts location of alpha helix and beta strand from the amino acid sequence using carrier. The functional analysis of selected protein done using the ProtParam and GOT tool. It's used for analyze the functional and the protein sequence. Gene expression analysis, Aqua server, Aqua automatic codon usage tool has been developed to perform high throughput sequence analysis statically of codon usage. The result of Aqua are presented in the spreadsheet with a codon usage data required for statistic analysis. Gene expression analysis of selected gene codon protein done through Aqua server. These are the results which we are retrieved from the NCBI. Some collagenase, the collagenase belongs to Eucarnopolis.
Miss Sulochana ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, time going to over now. You can finish it off fast.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Few more minutes.
Already over.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. These are the proteins which we retrieved from the NCBI and motif analyzed sequence, date of base, and the phylogenetic tree. The gene expression Aqua tool automatic codon usage tool has been developed to perform highly throughput sequence analysis, adding statistician of profile of codon usage. We get the most applicable value, highly effective value in this proteins, which are very highly like 0.9 something we have gotten from this. Conclusion, a substance that either kills or prevents the growth of germs is known as antimicrobial. Based on the microbes, we get this antimicrobial protein from Fidelia crop to give a medicine, a drug development. Our main aim is going to develop a drug based on this Fidelia crop species, which is used to cure our diseases, like opsin which is used for our retinoopsin, which used to give our clear vision. So we improve our vision from this opsin, and some collagenase which is used to cure our healing our burns and wounds and cures our nipple pains and etc., which is used to cure the substance. We just retrieve this antimicrobial proteins from this Fidelia crop species to develop drugs for this. Otherwise, we will find any side effects if you find, or why should we go for the drug means we just go for a Fidelia crop species, which is highly effective for our health. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, nice presentation, Sulachana ma'am. Now get ready, Mrs. Sheikh Asha Begum.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can proceed now.
Yes. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yeah, visible only.
Yes, good morning to all the organizers of today's webinar and my dear colleague friends. This is Sheikh Asha Begum, Associate Professor in the Department of Pharmacy Practice, Nirmala College of Pharmacy, Andhra Pradesh. I'm here to present with a basic problem which is very much seen in each and every of our homes, but which is very much ignored. So whenever I work on some research, I start with the basic level where we see the problem around us. That's where I started formulating a herbal mouthwash. You might have a question like already many herbal mouthwashes are present, but being making available a commercially cheaper but a quality based ingredients into a mouthwash at a lower cost is my target. With this reason, I have started formulating a mouthwash. So generally we know like it's a very big problem that oral hygiene is not being maintained throughout our families. We see our kids or elders, those who don't maintain a proper hygiene, which is a reason for a lot of dental problems, including plaque formation or gingivitis and many other infections, or it might lead till cancer. So the basic ground level, what we can do from our hands is maintaining a proper oral hygiene. If I ask the audience, those who are here, a question like, how many of you maintain a proper hygiene? We hardly get time to brush once in a day. We know that we have to brush twice a day. We don't get time to do that, and we are so tired that we can't spare time for that. Then why can't we go for a habituating each and every one of us with a handy mouthwash, carrying with us, doing it once or twice in a day whenever you get time. So to avoid all these problems, the rationale I've taken is, when I have seen the data, the Dental Council of India, there are no sufficient dental surgeons available for our population. That's a major issue. So with that, I've chosen some herbal ingredients like, if you see here, neem, clove, cinnamon, and salt. The basic ingredients what we find in our kitchens, and these can be used in the laboratory scale. So I started formulating in a laboratory scale a mouthwash which contains these ingredients, which have antimicrobial properties, anti-inflammatory properties, analgesics, antioxidants. So these have a lot of medicinal properties which are helpful in taking care of a tooth and gums. So this is the formulation. I've taken the barks, flowers, flower buds, and the roots of licorice. I've added salt, and I've taken one preservative. So the extraction process, I collected the materials, I washed them, I shadowed, and I dried them, and I've taken the aqueous extracts and I maintained them at an incubator for 37 degrees. And these herbal extracts, I've filtered and preserved it in different bottles. At the end, once all these formulations, all these extracts are ready, I filtered and made a solution of mouthwash. Then I started testing for its pH or for its antimicrobial properties to see that if they can really clean the microbes from the mouth region or not. So I have performed a microbe to check the microbial property. I've tried to check the zone of inhibition, which was found very good. And I've even checked for the stability test, that is for physical stability and pH stability. Both of them were found given with a good results. So I'm not taking much of time here, as it's a very simple topic to understand, but you have to know the importance of taking the oral care very much, as I said in the beginning, starting from your families. So this is the conclusion of my project work, and I've already applied for a product patent for the different ingredients. I've not given all the list here. And I've also applied for a project under DST, and also recently for the ICMR proposal to get a sanction so that I could proceed with for commercialization at a very low cost available under the program of National Oral Health Program of India. That's all for my presentation. If I have any questions, I'll be ready to answer.
Yeah, such a wonderful presentation, ma'am. Other participants, do you have any questions? You can ask now. No
Good morning,
doubts.
this is Shamshad Begum. It was a very wonderful presentation, as ma'am coordinator has said. It was Dr. Shamshad Begum speaking from Manu University. It was really...
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. So mouth is the place where the digestion or our intake starts. So if that is clean, the entire system is very clean. We have one system of cleaning with a type of stick called miswak. Similarly, even with neem stick, they do in our Ayurveda and old Puranas books, and all people follow in our Indian culture. So madam has scientifically presented a very beautiful presentation of keeping our oral health very good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And I request all the all the participants, those who are here, because I've seen the lot of literature data and found that even in our homes we don't have a proper oral care, and the kids are not doing it, and the elders are not doing it. So please make it as a habit that everyone uses a mouthwash. And this is what government is suggesting, but we are not aware of. And it is having a program for conducting all such kind of awareness activities. Kindly do it and follow it.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for the information. And next, Dr. J. Albino Wins from Holy Cross College. Sir, are you ready for the presentation?
Mira Albino ma'am is not here. You can.
Oh, okay. Miss C. Sridevi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you ready for the presentation now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start.
Sir, I can't share the screen. Sir?
Sridevi, now check it, ma. Now it is clear.
Sridevi, ma'am, now you can check it out.
Sir, I can't play. I can't share the screen. Only the host can share this meeting.
Sridevi,
Yes, sir.
ma. இப்போ உங்களால பிரசன்ட் பண்ண முடியுதா ஸ்ரீதேவி?
No, sir.
Okay, on connectivity issues. ஸ்ரீதேவி இப்ப ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Good morning to all. I'm Sridevi from Sacred College. My topic is antioxidant and anti-cancer activity of methanolic pulp extract of Actinida deliciosa. Actinida deliciosa is an yellow. I take yellow and green kiwi fruit for my research. Medicinal plants are the indispensable reservoirs of many chemical compounds, either primary or secondary metabolites. The yellow and green kiwi fruits contain steroid, terpenoids, flavonoids, tannins, carbohydrate, quinones. And these foods reduce the oxidative stress level, and the oxidative stress caused by the imbalanced accumulation of oxygen reactive species. It plays an important role in pathogenesis. Kiwi fruit belongs to the family Actinidaceae and the genus Actinida. Objectives to determine the antioxidant activity. Take yellow and green kiwi fruit to evaluate the anti-cancer activity. I only take a yellow kiwi fruit. Methodology: collection of fruit materials. 5 gram. I collect the fruit from Tirupattur local market. 5 grams of yellow pulp powder plus add 50 ml of methanol and 5 grams of green kiwi fruit pulp powder and 50 ml of methanol using Saxlate apparatus and dried kept in clean bottles until further analysis. And I did antioxidant activity by DPPH assay method. DPPH assay is an 2,2 diphenyl 2-picril hydroxyl activity test. Anti-cancer activity test. It is an MTT assay. It is an in vitro method. Results: antioxidant activity. The green line indicates the yellow pulp results, and the red line indicates the green pulp results, and the blue line indicates the ascorbic acid. Blue line ascorbic acid I taken for this activity. The ascorbic acid is an standard. When compared to this standard, the yellow and green kiwi fruits contain high amount of antioxidant activity. Next, anti-cancer effective. I taken skin cancer cell lines, A431 cell line, control A431 cell lines. It inhibit the growth of skin cancer cell lines. And conclusion: it can be concluded that the results show that the results DPPH radical activity showed IC50 ranges. Yellow pulp indicates the 30 μg, and when compared to the control ascorbic acid 24 μg, and the green pulp extract 20 μg were respectively. The MTT assay, the methanolic extract of Actinia deliciosa, the LC50 means lethal cells. Lethal cells. The mortality rate 50% of mortality rate, and the concentration 62.5 μg. Since the current therapies for this disease are inadequate, there is an urgent need for potential alternative therapies. This kiwi fruit also contains antimicrobial activity and anti-elastase activity. Nowadays, the UV rays will increase. Our skin will be damaged by UV rays. When we take this fruit from farm every day, we can prevent the skin cancer or skin disease. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful presentation, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now get ready, Mr. L. Bharat Kumar from Kingston Engineering College.
Miss Meera.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Before the last presentation, I would like to declare one information.
Okay.
As we started this program, very short span of time. If anybody wants to present your presentation, you can present at the end of the last presenter. Another important thing, next Sunday also we have similar kind of student incorporated FDP program. I will through the social media. Meera, you can proceed, ma'am.
Yeah. Mr. L. Bharat Kumar from Kingston Engineering College.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, shall I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share it.
Okay, thank you.
Bharat? Mr. Bharat.
Bharat Kumar sir. I think
Meera?
there is.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah,
it's
he's
visible,
there.
ma'am. Ma'am, the screen is visible.
Meera, can you hear what some instruction was I was discussed?
No, sir. It was actually a connectivity
Okay.
issue was there.
Okay, fine. I repeat what I conveyed after the last presentation. After Mr. Bharat presentation, any of the participant wish to present their PPT, you can present. Another important thing, next Sunday also we have the similar kind of program. Student incorporated FDP program will be take care same time. The exact title and guest speaker I will share you little later through the social media. Is it okay, ma?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, now you can continue.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, its screen is visible, ma'am.
Right now, not there. It was before it was visible.
Ma'am, now it is.
Yeah, now it is visible, but
Ma'am, now
show
it's
your
visible, ma'am.
slides. Open your slides. Yeah. Now is it visible, ma? You can continue.
Okay. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. Knowledge and health, these both are just type of investment. If you just try to invest upon your knowledge and your health, you will get the credit throughout your future. So a very warm good morning to one and all present here. Today, I, L. Bharat from Kingston Engineering College is here to give a topic presentation about the traditional medicinal plants. So before starting with that, I just want to say that we've been living in the technological world, so we've been much forgetting about the traditional way of looking how we use the medicine. Everybody is using the plants and these type of supplements very much low in the area of this 21st century. Nowadays, they've been focusing about the medicine, means they are not using the Ayurveda besides the supplements which being using as a tablets and the drugs. So what does it mean maybe? So Ayurveda, so basically this traditional plant is also known as the Ayurveda, which is used by our ancestors. So they've been telling like this is a traditional herbal remedies which is used for treating various type of disease like physical and the mental health. So I'm going to say the type of medicinal plants which we use in our traditional as well as in our modern generation. So the type of medicinal plants which we've been using it, the tulsi, Madagascar periwinkle, amla, ashwagandha, turmeric, and the sandalwood. So I'm going to give a very much detail about this type of all ancient plants which we've been using. Nowadays, it is very much.
Your slides is not moving. Yeah, it's now moved.
Yeah, actually, and this is going to be a very best topic about this tulsi, which we've been using since from the ancient time. This tulsi has been founded to be protected against the organism and the tissues, against dealings with the stress and the mental health issues. So it has a various type of health benefits like lower your blood sugar level, lower your cholesterol. So as I just recommended you, if you just drop out this tulsi leaf in your water every day at night, you will get a better healing power for your physical as well as your mental health issue. So next I'm going to come with, this is Madagascar prinklebill. So this is the best topic I've been telling about. This Madagascar prinklebill is a plant which is used as an important remedy for treating the diabetes and cancers. Nowadays, we've been seeing that cancer patients and the diabetes patients are increasing day by day. So nowadays, the people are not using this type of plants for treating the cancers. Nowadays, we get the higher equipment for treating this type of diseases. But if I just thought that our ancient ancestor using this for treating this cancer, sore throat, cough, and bite, and many other conditions. if I just say about in the corona time, if our ancestors would be recommended us to use this type of Madagascar Prinkleville plant, I think so 50% of the corona patient might be covered very easily. I'm just kidding about it. But if the ancestors has given this type of idea for treating the diabetes and cancer patient maximum percently. So next I'm going to talk about the amla. So amla it is a very best antioxidant vitamin C. It is founded that it has a high concentration power which help to recover body from the illness. So if I just say about the main benefit I've been telling about, 100 grams of the fresh amla contains about vitamin C as a 20 oranges. Maximum, if I just compare 20 oranges, this amla, 100 grams of amla can give you a 20 oranges power as a vitamin C. So this amla is used as an antioxidant which helps to recover from the illness. I can see the fitness persons just like these sprinters, Hussein Bolt, and these all used to take this supplement, just amla juice, to recover from their physical fitness. Now I'm going to come to the ashwagandha. So ashwagandha nowadays, I think most of the people doesn't know about how ashwagandha used to be worked. So ashwagandha used to reduce mainly for stress and focus on mental health. So it is used to treating the mental illness problems and reduce the stress level related carving problems. So if I just say that it is used for the treatment for the depression and the various purposes, I think so the most of the pundits which is being used in the ancient time, this is used for treating the mental illness and their body physical fitness. Now I'm coming to this very interesting topic, turmeric. Even though if you're just speaking around your kitchen, your mama used to be cooking a very delicious food. So this turmeric is a main ingredient for making your food more delicious. So I'm just not going for the kitchen purpose. What's the tasty, delicious purpose I've been telling. Now I'm going to tell you about the what this turmeric is used for. This turmeric is used for the depression, headache, and itchy skin and recover from the surgeries while being using. So this having a serious type of side effects also. If you just try to consume it more efficiently, you may get nausea or some type of other type of problems, just like the lungs infection. But it has a one of the bestest, and it is a, I can say, the godfather of all medicine is just the turmeric, I would say. So next, I'm going to go for the sandalwood. Sandalwood is just like I've been telling about, it is very much costly nowadays. So it is having a skin property like calm mind, used to reduce the anxiety, aging, and
Other
skin inflammation also.
participants,
So
please mute your video.
So it is used for the skin inflammation. It has a spiritual significant devote, which is closer to the fragrances and longer last for skin. So it is usually basically treated for the skin purposes, as it is a very important material for treating your skin. As we can see that our ozone layer is being damaged and cause hole to the ozone layer. So this sandalwood can be used to reduce the inflammatory levels of your skin and putting your skin as a more brightening, and it is used to give and reduce the aging and skin inflammation. So at last, I just wanted to say that the most important thing which I want to tell, like, health is just like a money. When you are having a true idea of value it, until you lose it. So I've been saying that if you're going early to the bed, early to rise, and wealth is always there with you every time, and it been saying that the health is more important than the wealth, I've been saying. And I just wanted to lastly conclude that if you have the knowledge and the skills about the health, particularly besides the technology, you can implement to the smaller area of the people, whether they used to be get aware about the various type of medicine which being available in this nature, so you can utilize it. And beside using the type of drugs which we been using as a tablets and the supplements, so this could be very having a huge property of recovering from the health beside the taking of the tablets. So I just wanted to conclude at last that stay healthy, stay blessed, and nothing is more important than the health I've been saying about. Thank you, and stay healthy ahead.
Yeah, such a wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I would like to call our chief guest of this vacation, Dr. Pavitra ma'am, to present your paper now. And also list out the best paper presenter award after the presentation gets over, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So when can I get the results of the presentation?
Ma'am, now you can start, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll finish my presentation, or I should give the results of the
No, ma'am.
presenters now.
First you present, ma'am. Then later
Okay.
you can give.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request that Pavitra ma'am kindly make your presentation as brief as possible, ma'am, because we are hope you understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Thank you,
understand. Now
ma'am.
already it is 12 o'clock, so I'll make it
Yes,
short.
ma'am. Yes.
I'll share the screen now, sir. If there's any problem, please help me. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, visible, ma'am.
Yes. And I request the participants not to worry about the number of slides. So first, I didn't know that you are going to present it. So I thought like it'll be my time. So I made some 50 slides, but don't worry, we'll skip it and we'll finish off fast. So it is traditional medicinal plants. So already some of you presented on this. So it is a very common topic. Can you hear me? If there's any problem, let me know.
No, ma'am, you can start.
Yes, thank you. So what are traditional medicines? We know it has a historical background right from the Vedic period, Rig Veda, and the Siddhas who all have written the 18 Siddhas and 77 Rishis, everyone, right? It has a traditional background right from our Vedic time. Okay, so over 5,000 years ago, even from China and Egyptians, the time when the civilization started itself, the medicine also started, because once there are human beings and there is life somewhere, definitely to lead that life healthy, we have to follow few things. So those few things are called as traditional medicine. It's not that it is a form of medicine, it is the daily food we intake. So that is also traditional medicine. So whatever, like this is a summer season, so always we go for curd rice, fresh juices, and ragi cool. So all those things are also coming under the traditional medicine from our historical background. And in the middle of 19th century, there are more than 80% of all the medicines were herbal. But now we all have moved to allopathy. But then even the allopathy drugs have almost 25% of the allopathy drugs are from natural background only. I mean, from the herbal background only. But this COVID pandemic, what happened 2 years before, had taught us a costly lesson of believing in the traditional medicine again. We are back to the form, we are back to the traditional medicine, like how we were before during the early stages, believing in the tradition, following all those traditions, following the traditional medicines, everything. So in that way, we have a huge historical records of herbs found in Sumerian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, and the ancient Egypt describes over 850 plants of medicine, which documented over 1,000 recipes and 600 600 medicinal plants were there. So all those were recorded as articles, and even we had in Tamil. So that was the problem with Tamilians. The problem is, like, even though we have a huge history and we have an ancient history, a successful history, we did not record many things, and we did not advertise many things. So it was kept as a tradition, closed to the family and close to the group of people. Okay, so that was the reason the Tamil medicine did not show up as such as other medicines. Okay, so there are many prehistoric times, like culinary herbs, spices, whatever we use for in kitchen, for our foods and food spoilage, whatever it is, even the pickle, why we are adding salt to the pickle, more amount of salt, and even some cloves and the chili powder. It is not only for the taste, because high salt concentration will inhibit the bacterial growth or inhibit the microbial growth. So when you want to preserve something, you preserve it in either high sugar content or in high salt content. Okay, so I'm just skipping the slides because I was told to make it short. So in the Middle Ages also we have the same thing. They were monasteries and they were ashrams, and they were a group of people in all religions, be it Christianity, Hinduism, and Islamic. I think I believe that the names are different, but in depth, if you go, every religion preaches only love and the proper moral things to be followed. If you see, all three religions will be giving the core content of only this: love everyone, help everyone, respect everyone, and follow certain disciplines. Okay, but other all things are man-made, so don't believe in all those things. You can go, you can participate in any religion, any religious works, or you can you can copy any classical practices of any religion. Okay, so if it is good for everybody, then nothing is wrong. So I think you will remember that dialogue of the famous movie Nayagan from நாலு பேருக்கு நல்லது செஞ்சா எதுவுமே தப்பில்லை. So if the religion preaches good thing, so any religion you can follow. Okay, so even this traditional medicines have religious importance. That is why I was talking about the religion. So what is the traditional medicine? The WHO, that is the World Health Organization, defines that the traditional medicine, as including diverse health practices, it has wide range of practices like treating, diagnosis, and preventing illness, everything. So these kind of the older manual techniques and exercises maintained right from the historical beginning is called as traditional medicine. So how you will identify the herbs? So one is on the basis of color of its flower. So there are many herbs. So imagine if you're going for a project, okay, you're going to select a final year project or a PhD project. Okay, so before you go into topic, you just write down your area of interest. Either it is microbiology or herbal medicines or whatever it is, nanoparticles, whatever it is, molecular biology, anything. So when you select your area of interest as traditional medicines, the point is, on the basis of the color you select the flower. Okay, the flower of the plant will say the identity of the herbs. Okay, so example, the yellow color flowers, plants which has yellow color flowers, it can be for liver, gallbladder, urinary problems, everything. So you just connect it, the liver, the bile juice, or the gallbladder juice, or the urine, everything comes is related to that yellow color. Okay, so when you have that hepatitis, I mean the jaundice in liver, you turn yellow, that is called as manjal kamalai. Okay, the jaundice. So yellow color is related to liver, gallbladder, and the urinary problems. With the color of the urine, you predict the nature of your body. Like if you're feeling very like if your urine is in hypertonic conditions, or if it is in isotonic conditions, either thick or thin, with that you diagnose the disease or diagnose the health problem what you have. Okay, so the flowers which have yellow color will be good to this liver, gallbladder, and urinary problems. Example, the avarampu, or whatever it is that is related to the problems which the liver has, or gallbladder has, or the urinary system has. And the reddish problems, antibiotics, skin disorders, for everything you have reddish flowers. Okay, the flowers which are red in color are used as antibiotics and used for skin disorders. Okay, So skin disorders is you can use hibiscus for scalp and skin, and roses. Roses are very good for your skin problems. Okay. And next is the purple color flowers. The stress and blood, it removes stress. It is a blood purifier, and for treating the muscle pains and muscle problems, this purple color flowers are used. Okay. So example, lavender is a light purple. Okay. So if you take that flower, purple color, so it is used as the lavender extracts is used as aromatherapy for removing the stress of a patient or a individual. Okay. And it purifies blood also, and for treating the muscle pains also it can be given. Okay. And on the basis of the growing condition, so once if the plant is growing in the gravel. Okay. The gravel is the bigger sand. Okay. If it is growing on the gravel, it works as a stone breaker in body parts like kidney, gallbladder, etc. So if you think this one, what is it called, the plantain, varai. Okay. Plantain can grow anywhere. Okay. Even in the gravel it will grow. Okay. It can spread its even in the concrete floor. It will break the concrete, and it will the plants will be coming out. The small plantlets will be coming out, so it can easily grow in the gravel. So that plantain, the stem of the plantain is used for reducing the kidney and gallbladder stones. Okay. So the one which grows in gravel will work as stone breaker also. So that is one. And which grows in wet soil, that is the soil where it is near the water, or if it is always wet, it works in for respiratory problems. Okay. Example, the Thuduvalai, Kandankatri, all the Solanum family, and Adithoda, all those things, they grow in wet soil, and it is good for respiratory problems also. And which grows Who is it? Can you mute your
Please keep your mic mute. Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am.
Yes. So it grows near the fast moving water, clean and toxins and waste in body. Okay. So
Other participants?
please mute your mic.
Yeah, you
Can
can
I continue?
Yeah,
Yes,
continue.
yes. Okay, so the plants which are growing near the fast moving water, near the rivers or somewhere, the fast moving water systems, so they are capable of cleaning the toxins in the body and cleaning the waste in the body. So you can see such herbs near the river sides. Okay. And next is on the basis of texture. If the texture is the condition, like you can touch it and see whether it is rough, or if it is sharp, or it is thorny, or how if it is soft, you can say it how the texture of the herb is. So if the herb is of soft texture, it can be used for cold and chest disorders. Okay. And if it is thorny means what? If it has small thorns, or if it is hard to see when you touch it, for sharp pain and for hair you can use it. Okay. And the climbing herbs which climbs near the wall, or which climbs to a system, they can be good for your blood system and nervous system. And on the basis of root system, the roots, like how the vein like roots will be good for blood and nerve disorders, and thread like roots will be good for the veins in the skins. So in such way we can categorize the herbal plants, I mean the traditional medicinal plants, and we can connect their texture and their mode of growth and their style of climbing or style of growth to our human physiology, and we can use that for the problems what the mankind has. And why we are going for the traditional medicine? So it is being used by about 80% of the world population in this world. They are using this herbal medicine. So it is because safety, efficacy, cultural acceptability, and lesser side effects. And next is the ancient literature. So they follow the literatures right from the grandpa, forefather, everyone. So they use that. Okay, the diseases, the age-related diseases like memory loss, osteoporosis, diabetic wounds, and immune and liver disorders, which does not have any medicine in this modern world, are able to cure in the use of herbal medicine. Okay, so if you are using the herbal medicine, you can cure even these age-related diseases which has no medicine in this modern world. So I'll give a small 7 medicinal plants which will be benefited for our health. Okay, so first one is ginger. We all know this. We use it every day in our kitchen. So ginger is a spice that we recommend for keeping, for cooking, and especially it is paired with garlic, this ginger garlic paste everywhere, or in all YouTubes, in all dishes. These twins come across, we come across, that is always the ginger is paired with the garlic, ginger garlic paste. This will is best for nausea. Okay, so, and it has anti-nausea effects, this vomiting sensation. So that is why, have you seen this ginger sweet? They sell it. Well, what is it called? Inji marpa in bus stops and the railway stations. Okay, so though it sounds somewhat I don't know, from my small age I wonder why the person selling this inji marpa's voice is like this. He would have taken a piece of this ginger mithai, and he would have got a good voice. He would have cleared his throat. Why his voice is so bad, I used to think when my, I mean, during my childhood days. So in that way, this ginger is being recorded in our mind that it is good for the throat and good for all these antibacterial, antiviral, and antioxidant properties it has. Okay, so it is good for menstrual pain, headaches, and it is good for joint pain also. Okay, and the dry ginger, the ginger, if it is dried, it is called as chukku. So that is, it has a promising effect on fighting cancer, diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So for fatty liver, this dry ginger has very good effects. Okay, from pregnancy to the chemotherapy or whatever it is, for everything, this dry ginger is good. Okay. And next, we are moving on to garlic, so which is always paired with the ginger. It has a characteristic smell for it, and it is good for reducing inflammation, for boosting our immune system, and it is what it improves the cardiovascular health, and it protects clotting, because this ginger and garlic, what it does is, the person who gets heart attack, why he's getting heart attack? Because his blood vessels will be coated with the lipids, with the fats. Okay, so those fats will be inside the blood vessel. Those fats will be making a deposit. So when that deposit is continuously getting deposited, and that will block the blood vessel someday. So that blockage is called as heart attack. So that point you will get a cardiac arrest. So when that arrest, that is, sometimes it leads to death, and sometimes the patient is saved. Okay, so what you do is you do angiogram or angioplasty. So you do angiogram to find out the blockage, and you do angioplasty to remove it using a stent. So this problem will not be continuing if you are using this ginger and garlic every day in more amount or in a proper formulation. Okay, because this ginger and garlic paired together will remove that coating inside your blood vessels. It will have a free flowing of blood. Okay, and it is one among the top 7 anti-aging food also. So we are really very much worried about the aging symptoms and aging problems. Okay, so you can use the ginger and garlic as anti-aging things also. And a single medium clove or 2 is usually sufficient for people who are going for this what to say, it is when the person is very much low, or when he needs some antioxidants, or when he is in nausea, or if his organs is in any it is not active, then he can go for a black garlic, which is basically a fermented garlic. The same garlic, it will be fermented, and the sprouted garlic may contain even more antioxidants than the regular garlic. So if the black garlic is not a new one, it is the same garlic which is fermented or sprouted, okay, and it turns black in color. And peppermint, the peppermint offers the benefits, allergies and tuberculosis. So I've taken 8 for irritable bowel syndrome, for the bowel movements, and for cold, asthma, allergies, for everything this peppermint is used. So for all colonic problems, so your colon have to be right. So your esophagus starts here, the food pipe, and it goes to the stomach, it ends till the colon, and it finish off in the rectum. So this system, this whole thing have to be soothed with a medicine. Okay, so peppermint and peppermint oil will be good, because as it is good to good for asthma, allergies, colds, which starts here, which is congested in the lungs, and then it is good for the irritable bowel syndrome. So it to the bowel also, the stomach, the intestine, everything, and then it is reducing the colonic spasms. Okay, so the colon also. So this peppermint, right from the mouth to the rectum, it is good for you. Okay, so that relaxes your intestines, and the abdominal pain is also relieved. Okay, so this peppermint is a very good, and fresh mint leaves, you can take it as such, even for the bad breath or whatever it is. Okay, next comes the lavender, a beautiful flower and the pleasant smell. So it is chemically complex because it has more than 150 active constituents in it. So when you go for a phytochemical activity, you can select lavender, as it has many active components in it. Okay, and see how the lavender farm is so beautiful. And they say that wherever beauty lies, there is some danger also. The beast is next to it, but lavender is not such beast. So it is very helpful. So lavender is known for its calming and relaxing properties, and it has been used as aromatherapy. Okay, and for dental problems, for stress, depression, insomnia, anxiety, for everything, even from pains, infections, for everything, this lavender oil is used. So it has a potential of fighting fungus also. So it is an antifungal agent, an anti-yeast agent also, and it relieves pain. It treats various skin disorders like acne, psoriasis, eczema, wrinkles, and the scar which you have. Either it may be a pimple scar, or cut wounds, or burn scar, any scar, or the itchy insect bites. For everything, this lavender oil is very good medicine. Okay, and to keep even your hair healthy. Okay, it helps to kill the lice, eggs, and it possibly it is effective for the hair loss. So that is also good, but long time usage will do it. Okay, at least for 7 months you will be using it. Only just after the 7 months it will be boosting up your hair growth. Okay, and it improves your digestion. So this oil helps to stimulate the mobility of intestine, and it is good for the colon problems, vomiting problems, and diarrhea. For everything, this lavender oil is useful. Okay, and next is thyme. Thyme is a fragrant herb, and that it makes a wonderful addition to your cooking. So for cooking, thyme is very good, and it is rich in antioxidants, and it is a health boosting flavonoid it has, and including the epigenin, narraganin, lutein, and thymolin, everything, the active components are present in thyme. And in particular, the amount of DHA, that is docosahexaenoic acid, and omega-3 fatty acids, which is good for the kids and pregnant mothers, is present in thyme. So that can be a greatest dietary supplementation. Okay, So this is the thyme. And it has a home remedy, that is for gout. Gout is due to more intake of proteins, you get that gout. And arthritis and wounds, bites and sores anywhere on the skins, and water retention, menstrual and menopause problems, nausea and fatigue, respiratory problems like cold, skin conditions like oily skin and scar, athlete's foot, hangovers, and even depression. For everything, thyme oil can be used. And it is a aromatherapy oil also to strengthen the mind, to strengthen the memory. So if you are going for an online purchase of lavender oil and thyme oil, definitely it will help you during this year-end exams, the end semester exams, to calm you, to strengthen your memory, and to stimulate the mind of you. Okay. And the hair product, it is a good hair product, a skin product. Mouthwashes. I saw Mrs. Aisha Begum, assistant professor. You did a wonderful mouthwash. You can try it even with these peppermint, wintergreen, and eucalyptus oils. Also, the thyme oil also improves the oral health. And the insecticide, the insect repellent, because mosquitoes are the major problem nowadays. Evlodan technology, if we are increasing also, these mosquitoes are the great problem. So it is killing us like anything. So this thyme oil can be an insect repellent or mosquito repellent also. Okay, next comes the chamomile. Chamomile is the most popular in tea, like the chamomile tea, what you make has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, anti-allergic, and muscle relaxant properties. Okay, and it relaxes the muscles, and a calming effect on people it does, and it helps to induce sleep. So when you don't have sleep, when you can't sleep for some reasons, you can have a chamomile tea, which will give you a good sleep, and it will ease your frayed nerves. It is great for those who have nervousness or anxiety problems, so that you couldn't sleep. Okay, and it is good for relaxing the muscles and easing you during the menstrual cramps and backaches. And it it relaxes the digestive system also. Okay, so it relaxes the digestive system to ease up indigestion issues. So when applied topically to the skin, when you're applying as the oil, it soothes redness and irritation. So it is a common ingredient in skincare. So it is a beauty product as well, and it is good for all allergic reactions. So next comes the dandelion. This is a flowering plant which has traditionally been used in liver. You remember during the initial presentation, I said the yellow color flowers are good for liver. So here's another thing, the proof that the liver tonic. So this dandelion flower, which is in yellow, can be used as liver tonic and useful for detoxification and improving the liver function. Okay, so dandelion is known as a stimulant that is typically used for the kidney and liver disorders, and the gallbladder problems, everything. And it can be a supplement, and it can be supplemented using the vitamin C, B6, thiamine, riboflavin, and all minerals like potassium, iron, calcium, and manganese also. So they are a particularly good source of vitamin A, and maybe having the cancer fighting properties also. Okay, next, especially women has a lot of health problems, and we even hesitate to tell it out, and we that manage, like our mothers and grandmothers, we manage the pain. We manage the pain. We don't say like how much it is affecting our health. Okay, so the fennel relieves gas and bloating, and it supports breast milk production. Okay, fennel seeds, Vendium, so that is good for it. And next is, fennel is sombu, right? Next is the dong quai. Dong quai is a Chinese herb. It is a balance. It balances the hormones. It balances the estrogen, and it can relieve the excuse me, it can relieve it balances hormones, and it can relieve the PMS and menopause problems. I think you know about the PMS, that is premenstrual syndrome. A girl which who is going to get her periods before 5 days or 4 days, a week before, she'll be in the PMS, that is the premenstrual syndrome. Okay, so the premenstrual syndrome is she'll have mood swings, she'll have pains, and she may have cold or some allergies, or sometimes stomach upset, or sometimes pain, or for no reasons she may start crying also. So for all these things, this dang quai, a Chinese herb, is a good medicine. And the same applies to the menopause problems, that is the end of the menstruation when she's at her 50s. Okay, and the red raspberry, it is a healthy for healthy menstruation. This red raspberry is used, and it soothes the cramps, the pains, the stomach pains, and it tones the uterus, and it prepares womb for a very good birth. Okay, it prepares the womb for a delivering a child. And the black cohosh, that is the karanchiragam, and is it has a hormone balance, so it can be used for the menstrual problems, what it is called, PCOS. Yes, it is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a very common disease now. From maybe if it is 10 women in a place, at least 1 or 2 has this PCOD. Now it has become a common problem. So this black cohosh helps to balance her hormone, so that her cycles are regular, and she can flash out the menstrual cycle regularly and properly. And there are herbs like this, Vitex, Makha, and Shatavari. Shatavari is Tannir Kirangu. In Tamil, it is called as Tannir Kirangu. It is very good for hormone balance and for breast milk support, everything. So nowadays, another problem we have, the more number of IVF clinics. So this is also due to the hormone imbalance. It is not only blaming women. So the women and the men have the similar problems. I mean, similar hormonal imbalance. So when there is a fertility problem, and when there is a need to move on to a fertility clinic, it is not the women have to be blamed. It is also the men who have equal part in it. So this Shatavari, that is the Tannir Kirangu, is very good hormone imbalance medicine. That is the traditional medicine. And if you're following that, both men and women can balance their hormone levels and can go for the reproduction. Okay, and there are some criteria for evaluating the herbs. Okay, the evaluation of herbs is you have organoleptic evaluation, microscopic evaluation, chemical evaluation, physical evaluation, and biological. So organoleptic is by your organs, by the smell, by the eyes. Okay, how the drugs look like, how the leaf look like, how the herb look like. I told you initially. Someone has unmuted your mic. Kindly mute it. Only 2 minutes. I'm going to finish it. Yes, thank you. So the organoleptic evaluation is by seeing the herb, by touching the herb, and by smelling the herb, you find out how it is. Okay. And next is microscopical evaluation. That is through microscopes, you go on how it looks like. And if anything is contaminated, if any other particle has been mixed with it, like that. And next is the chemical evaluation. So you do some sort of chemical assays to find it out. And next is the physical evaluation. Then comes the biological evaluation. So after all this evaluation only, you go for the treatment. Okay, before that, the adulteration, substitutions, and the evaluation for all these things, the adulterations, everything is studied, and then only it is gone for the things, I mean for the treatment. And there are few steps in the selection of identification and processing of herbal materials. So those steps are selection of herbs. So first is you have to select the herb. If you're selecting tulsi, okay, this is tulsi. Who said it is tulsi? Because as tulsi is very common in your home, very common in our society, you find out tulsi. but be it thyme or something else which is not very common, not we cannot see everywhere, okay, then it needs identification and authentication by the botanical experts. Okay, so after selection of herb, the identification and authentication is necessary. So if you're going on for a publication in phytochemicals, first you should select the herbs, then you should go for identification and authentication of that particular plant. Okay, next is the cultivation of herbs. Then you cultivate the herbs, then the collection, whether you need the leaves or you need the flowers or you need the seeds or roots or whatever, so that you collect it. And next is the processing of herbal material, the raw material, you process it. So first you dry it, first you wash it, you dry it, then after drying, if it is to be powdered, you do that, or if you're going for a decoction or a crude extract, you're going for it, then you're going subjecting that to a purification, and after the purification only you you go for the compounds present in that herbs. Then with that compounds which is present in that, you segregate the herbs for which all diseases it has to be treated, or whether you're moving with the anti-cancerous or you're moving with the antibacterial, or sometimes a single herb may have all the multiple effects on it. Okay, so that is it. So this is a very small introduction on what is herbs, what are the few very common herbs used in our day-to-day life, and how you can go on for a presentation, I mean a research presentation, when you select the herb, when you identify it, authenticate it, and the process is done like that. Okay, so thank you for the wonderful opportunity, and thanks for your patience. Like, I know this is Sunday and you have all joined, and I thank Dr. Niyaz Ahmed and Agar for giving me this opportunity. I thank all the organizers and student participant, faculty members, everybody. So thank you so much.
Such a wonderful and informative presentation, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you can list the presenter now.
Yes. So I was told that for faculty there is separate thing. Sir, I need a clarification. Mrs. Aisha Begum, Dr. Albino Wins, and who else? Excuse me. Meera, can you clarify like who all come under the faculty category? Who are will?
Meera can explain.
Sir?
Meera, I will explain to Dr. Pavitra.
Yes.
Except Mrs. Sheikh Asha Beham. All others are
Aisha Begum and Dr. Albino Wins.
Albino is not presented.
He didn't present, but okay.
All others are student participants.
Yes, okay. So I'm now declaring the results of the presentations. Sir, can I continue, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So in faculty category, only one person presented, but even 2-3 would have presented, she would be the best, I'll say, because her content is that good and innovative as we are promoting the innovations and startups nowadays. So coming up with the innovative product, and when your project is ending with the product development, definitely it is successful. So I congratulate Mrs. Aisha, assistant professor. She have the best presentation award in faculty category, and in student category, number 3, that is the 3rd prize, goes to Shubham of Guru Nanak Dev University, and 2nd place goes to Miss Sridevi, Miss C Sridevi, 2nd place, and the 1st place goes to Mr. L Bharat Kumar, Kingston Engineering College. Yes, thank you and congratulations to the participants.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Asha Begum speaking here.
Yes, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And your presentation was very informative, and you had
Thank
really
you.
have very good presentation skills. That
Oh,
was what
thank
I
you.
liked the most. Congratulations to you for your presentation, ma'am. Hoping to
Thank
meet
you.
you
Thank
again.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, shall I start?
Yes, Mira, proceed, Mira.
Now I would like to call our association president, Dr. I. Niyaz Ahmad sir, to give word of thanks.
Thank you, Miss Mira. Thank you for your encouraging and highly congratulable conducting this webinar in grand manner. First of all, I would like to thank, I will call her as Dr. Rasul Mira, because she is going to defend her thesis more recently, hopefully in a month or 1.5 months from Presidency College. I thank Dr. Rasul Mira as organizing secretary. She conducted this program very successful manner. I would like to thank her for her availability. I would like to thank our resource person of the day, Dr. Pavitra ma'am. Ma'am gave her detailed presentation on her topic. In the month of Holy Ramzan, we are highly fortunate to hear from you. She has correlated with religious ethics, and she gave the detailed input on unity in diversity with Nayag and dialogue. I would like to thank ma'am for her detailed presentation. How to identify the plants? One of the challenging part of the faculty member selection of plants. Ma'am has enlightened us with her various tricks and how to identify the plant based on its structure. I would like to add a note of her presentation. She will be enlightened presentation. A bus station and a railway station memories. A vendor voice can be correlated with a very good manner. I would like to thank her. Herbs for women. She has given a detailed input. Next, I would like to thank the fellow participant of today's webinar, the student participant, Mr. Subham from Guru Nanak College, Ms. Shobana from Mother Kesari, Jain College, Ms. Sheikh Asha Begum from Nirmala College, and Sulochana from DKM College, Ms. Sridevi from Sacred Heart College, where I was working, Mr. Bharat Kumar from Kingston Engineering College, Katpadi. I would like to thank wholeheartedly for their availability and presented your presentation. I feel happy to be associated with various stakeholders. I feel happy some of my colleagues who joined with here, Ms. Aisha Sabin from Jain College, Dr. A.C. Komadi, head of the department biochemistry. Our head, she is also joining with us. Dr. A. Pungade ma'am, ma'am is in maternity leave. She joined with us. Dr. Fernandez Durai, Dr. Uma, Dr. Inbavali, Dr. Jasmine Sahina ma'am from Justice Bashir Ahmad College, Albina ma'am from Holy Cross College, Dr. Sheila from Sacred Heart College, Priyadashni Prem Kumar, Dr. Shamshad Begum. There are lists. I would like to read some of my friends. Dr. Lakshmi Prasanna, Vedanath. So I thank wholeheartedly for your availability. Yeah, finally, I would like to add one information. Similar kind of student-centric, student-incorporated webinar to be conducted next Sunday. The title of the webinar is FDP on vaccination and plant pathology. in that particular webinar, similarly, students also permitted to participate. Dr. Jagannath sir from Pasha Institute of India, Kunnur, sir is going to give us expert lecture like Pavitra ma'am. Along with him, Dr. Vinayaka from Pantwal, Karnataka, Sri Venkateshwara College, sir is going to give his presentation on plant pathology. We are going to conduct it as a national level FDP program. The further information I will share you through the social media. Thank you for your availability. God bless you. Have a great Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Meera. We can wind up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And the other participant can leave. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.